Hey guys, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to my 2015 Dodge Challenger RT rebuild. And in this video, we're getting on to the seats on this car. This is gonna be an interesting one. We've never done anything like this. This car was originally rollover and completely destroyed, and we've been fixing it up, but a rollover means that a lot of the airbags were blown, including the seat airbags, which is kind of interesting because these are actually in the seats, and when they blow, it blows the whole leather flap off. So we're gonna try fix this and replace the airbag and get these looking new again. So I say, let's start by taking these seats apart. All right guys, we got a tough point now. We gotta figure out how to get this top latch off. We figured out that there was a screw in there, and then there was also the two little wires. These are like bicycle brake lines basically, and then they go to the hinges to move your seat back and forward. But the little stinkers put a little hidden rivet right back there. So we're gonna have to drill that out. All right guys, we just finished taking off the whole cover off of this thing, and this foam, I gotta say, we found something fancy about it. So these seats are heated and ventilated. Look at that air ducting, I guess. It comes from the fan, which we taped in place for now. And then the air duct, I guess the air just comes through here, and then it goes actually into the fabric, and then it goes through the perforations in the fabric, which is actually cool on its own because, whoa, you can actually see right through it. Look at that. Up against the light, you can see all the tiny holes in it. That's pretty cool. So the air basically goes right through that. But as you see, there's some wires leading up to it, and it turns out that it's actually the heated part of the seat as well. That looks pretty cool. It's got a whole wire running around it. It almost looks like a bare wire.
It's like a heated blanket.
Yeah, it's just sitting on top of the ducting for the air to blow through. So it's kind of both.
Yeah.
But that's why these seats are so expensive, is because they're heated and ventilated, and I believe the bottom has it as well. And I think you can actually see it underneath. There's a fan right there as well. So that's pretty cool. But for now, we're gonna probably end up taking off that other one so we can do both at the same time and stitch them both up. So let's get that other seat apart. All right guys, we just got the entire back of the whole seat off there. This one went way quicker than the other one, which is whoop, over there. But yeah, we left the foam on like you see, but it is kind of time to do something with these airbags here because we have new ones. We haven't swapped them out yet. So we're gonna see if we can take these things out and put the new ones in. I believe it's just 2 nuts on the back and then they should come right off. So let's do that. Alright guys, we just got the airbag in there. This is just temporary. We'll probably have to take it out again when we get that foam back in. But anyway, at least we know they fit and they're the right ones. They're looking good. But now we have to get on to the hard part, and that's actually fixing up the leather on this thing. We've never done anything like this before, so we're gonna just have to experiment a little, I guess, and we'll have to figure it out. So we'll see what we can do. Welcome guys to our sewing segment of the video. We're in the home here. Got my dad with me and we're gonna do a little bit of arts and crafts DIYing, right?
Yes, we're entering territory that we've never done before.
Yeah, so we got both seat covers here. This is gonna be interesting. As you know, obviously these are all blown apart. So we did order some thread. We have some thread here. We did a bit of research on what kind of thread to get. It's gonna be kind of complicated. We don't have a machine, so we're gonna do it all by hand. We also got a whole bunch of nice needles, so we can figure out how to use them. Okay, so starting off, we have to undo all this double stitching here. That's the top stitch right there. That's that gray stuff. And I already took it out of this one right here, but as you can see, that fold is already out. So we got our picking tool here, and we're gonna separate all that thread. So let's do that first. This is a double stitch, so if you don't know how a double stitch works, we kind of don't know either, right? We're still kind of learning.
Yeah, this is a big learning curve for us as well.
So all I know is that there's two actual threads basically combined together, and I think they kind of loop over each other, something like that. But this black one should be able to just pull out like that. But yeah, we're gonna try replicate that later on. But the first thing we have to do is actually sew it back up together, so it sits like that again. We'll just time lapse this, see if we can figure it out. Alright guys, we got the seat cover here and we've been going steady at it. We got the whole seam sewed. We got the whole seam sewed up finally. This is the whole panel that was separated, and this is the part now that's together. And now that that is all sewed together and that's looking awesome, we are actually starting to top stitch now. So we're just using a black thread and it's looking really good, and it's just gonna blend right in. It just closes it up. It's not actually structural or anything. It kind of just keeps it tight together, and it just basically sews over this little flange on the inside. And to do the top stitch, we actually have an old school tool. It's got a wood handle even, it looks pretty cool. And it just has a needle, you poke it through with thread going through the needle, and then you just poke it through the other side, put a thread basically through that loop, and then it makes a nice little stitch. Alright guys, we're back in the shop. We got the seat covers all done finally. They are looking amazing. So we got the seat here and we can finally get these back on. So that's gonna be so sweet. But we actually have something interesting going on the bottom here. I noticed that before, that this thing is actually really loose. This is not supposed to be coming off like that. Basically, it actually has a little rope that goes through a little sleeve in the bottom, and it basically works like a drawstring would on a hoodie. You pull it tight, and then it keeps the bottom tight on the bottom of the seat. But in the accident, I think it got shifted so hard by the weight of the person sitting in here that it actually ripped and broke the thread. So we got a new rope right here. It's actually like the perfect size. So we're gonna use that and try feed it through this sleeve again so that we can get the bottom all situated. And then we're gonna get onto the back and wrap these seats up. So let's get to it. Yeah, and this is from Dad almost ripping off the foam.
Well, we need it.
Big chunk of foam missing now.
We need to borrow it.
Yeah, there is a little piece missing over here. I don't know if you want to show that. When this airbag exploded, I think it kind of blew off a piece of the foam too. So since Dad accidentally ripped off that back piece, we're just gonna rip it off entirely, see if we can glue on a chunk there, and then it'll work, hopefully. Yeah.
You're just like me. Let's take it slow. No need for speed. This feeling is contagious. I see it in our faces. The best way to be. My mind, it always races to all these different places. I just wanna be free. Don't tell me what to do. Oh, I'm not listening to you. Oh, don't tell me what to say. It don't matter anyway. Don't tell me what to do.
Turned out better than I was expecting.
Got some letters in it, but that's fine.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't show through the leather.
No, that's much better. At least there won't be a little low spot in the leather now.
Yeah, no, it'll be awesome.
We're all the same, and love is blind. No one to blame. I'll be just fine. This feeling is contagious. I see it in our faces. The best way to be. My mind, it always races through all these different places. I just wanna be free. Tell me what to do. I'm not listening to you. No, don't tell me what to say. It don't matter anyway. Don't tell me what to do.
All right, guys, guys, take a look at this. We are getting quite far along on this seat here. We got the whole back together. It's basically pretty well all done now. There's just one piece missing on the back, but man, was this thing a struggle. It was like a full-on wrestling match, just pushing all these clips in, because these things are pretty hard to do when you're just blindly pushing. We have the other seat here, and to show you what I mean, there's like these orange little inserts that are actually in the foam, and then on the actual leather here, we got a blue rail, and this was getting clipped into these orange clips. It was a pain in the butt, and we still have to do this one, but at least we got this one on here. Driver's seat's all done, and if you actually look where we sewed, you can't even tell where we sewed because it's that good. It's actually awesome how good that turned out. So this actually was the piece that got blown off before. So yeah, you won't even hardly tell once that's in the car. It's looking good. We do still have the back panel to go on, but we are actually having a little tab that's broken off, so we have to glue that piece on there. Then we can slap that final piece on there and wrap this thing up. So let's continue. Take a look at this, guys. We got the seats all back together. Both of them are done now. It's looking really good. You can't even tell that this was ever blown, and yeah, I love it. It's nice and clean, and they're pretty nice looking seats, and we can finally get it back in the car. And that means we can finally get rid of our previous seat we've been using in this car. We've been using this old wood stool for the longest time. We can finally put that aside and get the proper seats in here. But before we do that, we actually have to finish cleaning the carpet. Everything else is clean. We already detailed everything else, but we have to finish with the carpet. So let's finish it up. All right. Oh, first sit Oh man, I feel so bad. I'm making the floor mat all dirty already.
Yeah.
This is so weird. I have to get situated. Oh man. This is
The first time, right?
first time we've ever sat in the car since it was crashed, since it was full of sand and dirt from being rolled over basically. Definitely feels different than having that stool in here.
Yeah, I guess it
This
would,
is crazy. So guys, this is like a long time in the waiting. This is like a huge milestone for us, right? I don't know if they can see you. You have to lean forward. Lean your seat forward.
here.
Move your seat forward.
guys.
I can move mine back a bit. Whoa.
Whoa, where are you
It goes
going?
way back. Oh yeah, that's another thing. If you haven't seen the video where we did our seat belts, we got them actually color matched to the car. So we got some like neon green seat belts. They look insane. This is gonna be the first time we actually are using them. Wow, it actually blends in with my shirt and your shirt. Yours is also green, just not as green. This is so cool. Oh, whoa. Okay, my butt's going down. Well, there you have it, guys. We got the interior back together. It's looking amazing. We got the beautiful seat belts, but this isn't actually the end of the Challenger series. We still have a bit of stuff to do. We got some epic exhaust stuff coming for this car, some cool modifications, but that's gonna be about it for this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya. So I say, let's start digging into these seats and figure these. That was going so good. What was I even trying to say? Okay. But another thing that also kind of got wrecked was actually the back cover here. What are you doing back there? I'm not over there. You're like walking away from me.